Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Abyss Fusion here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Welcome back to another drinks review. Today we are doing a Malaysia drink, and it is Fanta, but it is the lychee flavor. I have completely botched that name, but this is a Malaysian drink. Surprise, surprise. If it's from another country, please correct me, but when I bought it from the website, it said that it was from Malaysia, so I'm just going to have to go with this. Anyway, I got this particular can from the Sweet Memories website, which the link to that website will be in the description below, and it cost me £1 exactly, and that is actually pretty good for a Malaysian drink and a 320ml can of Fanta, really. But this is uncharted territory, really. I've had Fanta before, but I've never ever had a flavour like this before. I've had lychee. I am not saying that right, am I? I've had lychee. I'm gonna call it lychee. I've had lychee drinks before, but I've never had a Fanta one before. And with this most likely having sugars in it, it's gonna be a fizzy lychee drink. So this is gonna be very interesting. Now I know that it's some type of fruit, but like I said, I'm heading into uncharted territory with this particular drink. Not the Fanta, but the flavour. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. So I am going to give you guys a full 360 of the can, and it's pretty basic, to be honest, except for the fact I think it's the first ever can I'm reviewing that's fully pink, the majority of the can. It's just completely pink, I guess, to represent the sort of fruity nature that lychee is, I suppose. I mean, that's not really a bad thing. I mean, I kind of like that the cans are kind of sticking out. This can definitely sticks out compared to other cans and other bottles in that I've had before. Because the previous video I did, which was the Jones Grape American Soda Pop, that stuck out because it was very, like, it was a glass bottle and you could see the flavor liquid, which was purple. This sticks out because it's a very bright design of a can, really, even though it's just pink and nothing else really, other than the fact that it doesn't really, is that the lychee fruit? I'm not really sure, but other than that, okay, now I really hope there's some English on the back of the description here. I really do hope so, and if there isn't, I'm going to try to guess what is in it in terms of like the sugars and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the sugars and that. Oh wait, yeah, there is actually some English in it. That's very, very interesting. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so total carbohydrates, total sugars, this is what we're looking for. So the serving size is, this doesn't make sense. Okay, so 100ml has 11.3 grams of sugar. Serving size, it has 36.2, I believe. It doesn't say, like, if you look right there, it just says per serving, really. You can't really see very well, but right there it doesn't say like the per 250ml per one of it. It just says serving size. I'm guessing that's how much it has altogether, I assume, which is actually quite a lot for a small can like this. The ingredients are, there are English ingredients: carbonated water, sucralose, flavouring, citric acid, preservative, sodium benzoate, and sodium citrate. Very interesting. A product of the Coca-Cola company, obviously. Imported and distributed in Brunei by the Coca-Cola beverages. And the product of Malaysia. It is a product of Malaysia. That's actually interesting. Okay, it is a product of Malaysia, so it's not from any other country as I thought it was going to be. Biggest thing that's going to concern me, however, is the amount of sugars in. Compared to average, actually, it might have the same amount of sugars in this as well as a normal can of Coke, or Cherry Coke, really. I think it has close enough to the same. So, without further ado, let's open the can, have a smell of it. If we can't smell of it, put it in our sealable container, and if we still can't smell it, we're just going to have a drink of it. So, lychee. Unknown territory for me, because I've only ever had it once, and that was a drink about 4 or 5 years ago. How I remember that, it's beyond me, but either way, let's have a smell of it. This is very interesting. That smells really, really sweet. And it kind of makes sense because lychee is a very sweet fruit, if I'm correct. I think it's very sweet. Very sweety. Hmm. Yeah, it's very, very sweet. So it's a fruity drink. No, it's a sweet fruit, and the beverage is sugary. That's very concerning for me, but either way, here's our sealable container. Ignore the fact the top of it's chipped. Let's put it in. Try not to make a mistake. Okay, that's scaring me. It's absolutely seeable. It's got no colouring at all. That's quite concerning. Well, actually, yeah, it's got no colouring. It's a little bit cloudy, tiny bit cloudy, but technically speaking, it has no colour in it. That's concerning me a little bit. But either way, this is Fanta Lychee from Malaysia. That isn't as fizzy as I was expecting it to be. It's very odd. Let's try from the can. Yeah, that's not actually fizzy. Not compared to like normal Fanta. This is actually weak. I actually don't think it has any fizzy flavour to it. I think the only thing it has in it, I think it's meant to taste still, but it's got loads of sugar in. And is it in date? I can't tell actually. Yeah, it's in date. Yeah, I think literally all that is. I don't even think it's meant to be fizzy. Okay, well actually it's a sparkling flavoured drink, it says on the side there now that I think about it. I'm actually telling a big fat lie there. On the side there it says sparkling flavoured drink. It isn't as strong as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be a little bit more stronger in terms of fizz, but that's not very strong. And I mean, again, I can't... It says it has serving size 36.2. I think that's all together. I mean, it says 11.3 per 100 ml, and if you add 11 three times, that's 33. I think 33. So yeah, I think that's actually how much it has. 36.2 altogether, and then you put the 3 at the end as well. It's not as fizzy as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be a little bit more stronger. I mean, the flavour, we'll talk about the flavour. Ignore the fizziness for a moment. We'll talk about the flavour. It is very sweet, the fruity sort of drink to it. So it's technically a fruity, sweet fruit. And then you've got the sugar on top of it. That is not really a good combination for health and safety reasons. But when have I ever cared about health and safety? Apart from this outbreak, but yeah, the flavour is... How on earth do you describe a fruit that you're unfamiliar with? Lychee. The best way to describe it, it's very sweet, which is very good. It's very fruity, which is also good. And it tastes... How the hell? I can't describe what lychee tastes like, to be honest. It tastes just very sweet and very fruity. That's the best I can pull up with. And to be honest, this being unknown territory for me, I know what Fanta is. Obviously, I've had Fanta before in my life, but lychee and a drink from Malaysia, very unknown territory for me. I don't know that much about Malaysia. I don't know much about it. I don't know anything about it, to be honest, other than it's a place. But do I recommend Fanta Lychee from Malaysia? You know what? Yes, I do. Curiosity, yes, I do. If it was anything else than curiosity, I'd say you're not really missing out on much if you pass it. It's very different, which is why I got it in the first place, because it said Malaysia on it, and I was There were a couple of cans left, so I decided to get myself one of these, and I don't think, once they're gone, I think they're gone for good from their website, so... But if I were to give it a rating, well, first of all, we'll talk about the design of the can. Besides from the fact that it sticks out because of the pink texture around the can, other than that, it's a pretty boring design, but I think compared to the other ones I've had, this one sticks out the most, so I'm going to give it a sensible 5 out of 10. There's no coolly, flashy design on the can, it's just the pink stands out like a normal can would, but the pink helps it stand out much more better than, say, the other one I had the other day. What was it? Jones grape soda. That sticks out more, so I'll give it a sensible 5 out of 10. Flavour, on the other hand, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Actually, it's a tough choice, to be honest. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. So the actual score is 11 out of 10, which is fair enough for a drink that, well, a flavour lychee I've never really had much in the past. I've had it once from an Indian shop, I'm correct, and even then, that was a massive bottle I had. I didn't finish all of it. I think I had to throw it away because I only had like a quarter of the bottle left. It was like, it was about the size of those massive bottles of milk you can get. That's what the size was. I threw it away after about a couple of weeks because had a quarter of a bottle of it. But this gets an 11 out of 10 altogether, which is a fair enough grade, I suppose. But I mean, I would only recommend it if you're curious, and even then, I don't know if you can get it anywhere else in the country. I think the only place you can get it at the moment is the Sweet Memories website, which I will put in the description below. And they only have 10 or 11 cans left of this stuff, so they're running out. Especially now because I've got one, and it's the only one I bought, so I might end up getting another one in the future. Pardon me, that was disrespectful. I might get another one in the future. But at the moment, I don't know yet. But this has been Fanta Lychee review drink. That was incorrect grammar, but I really hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, possibly share it with a friend, family, or relative. And check the description below for 1, the website to sweetmemorieswebsite.com, 2, to my Instagram, and 3, to my Twitter. I'm always active on Instagram, and I'm somewhat active on Twitter. Anyway, I will see you all in the next review that we do, whenever that is.